Evening everyone, how are we all doing tonight? Hope we're well, had a good day despite the weather around here. So we are back on Meadow Grove again tonight.
Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
I'll bring you two back. We'll see what we can find to do on here tonight. First thing being, I've cleared up the mess what was lying around in front of us last night on here from the little incident with the Keenan, which I still haven't worked out what caused that last night. Never had a Keenan vibrate before, so we need to go and fill this fertilizer spreader up as that's empty. Hey Nathan, how are we doing? Certainly hasn't been a lovely day here, Stephen. So I'm sure Dal will agree with that one. It's been a lovely day for your duck, I think, as it hasn't stopped raining since before I got up this morning. Good, thanks Nathan. Oh, we missed a field runner and spraying. Got that one to do. Forgot about that one. Put the sprayer back on and do that. That's one way I described it, 1174. Welcome along. And the weeds are on that one as well now. Slowly making the way down the field. Won't be seeing any dust around here for a little while after the amount of rain we had today. It's been some interesting driving, that's for certain. Alright, let's get some fertiliser in here. If you get what we've been having all day, you'll be wet for quite a while up there. And well over an inch of rain down here today. Just have to remind myself of what fields actually need fertilising. A couple of fields of canola there ready to harvest if you want to buy them, and a field of wheat down the bottom corner there. So 20 needs weeds sorting out. Nothing on Mod Hub that I've seen today yet. So 14, 22, 23 and 2. Well, 2 won't do anything yet, that's for certain. 14, 22, 23 might. Few mods elsewhere, but nothing on the Mod Hub. To be honest, I don't actually get too many mods off the Mod Hub. Tend to find more interesting mods elsewhere. hoping we can get fertilizer on these two fields as we sprayed them. Your car is a mod? Why is your car a mod? I know someone's working on a mod of my the truck I've got. Haven't seen any more on it for a few weeks. Oh yes, Nathan, that looks very nice. Especially now you've got rid of that bar axle off the back of it. Not surprised, you're doing a good job of that one. Don't know if they're still got, but there was a dairy farm around here that ran, I think it's one 4-wheel drive, slightly bigger version of that tractor. 2-wheel drive one and a couple of small 4-cylinder ones. Don't know what the 4-wheel drive one has got on it now, but 5 years ago it had nearly 12,000 hours on the clock. That's their main tractor still. Whether they've still got them or not, I don't know. Well, you're not doing too bad if that's your first attempt at it, Nathan. Be careful, we'll think you're getting good at, we'll give you some more challenging ones to have a go at. Evening without. How are we doing? Well, if we give you some more to do, Nathan, you'll be able to do them in a lot quicker time, all that practice. Hey Jim Bob, how are you doing? Was that a nice little autocorrect job you had there, Jim Bob? Gotta love autocorrect sometimes. So the big question this week is how long before I hit 300 subs? I'm only 4 off tonight. Unless YouTube derps out again and removes some of them for no reason. Like it did last week. So those two are both fully fertilised, I believe. So everything we own down there is fertilised now. Not yet, Stephen. Had a quick look through the mod sites tonight, but nothing in too much depth yet. Well, not long enough to try anything, at least. So the last one we need to put fertiliser on at the moment, or that we can put fertiliser on at the moment, I should say. So we've sprayed some of these weeds. Wouldn't be a nice sort of Welger conventional baler in there, would there, Nathan? Out of 17 somewhere, maybe? Hint, hint. Ooh, you have my interest now, more than you did before. What sort of old style JD are you talking about, Jim Bob? What, you're looking the old 3350s, that sort of thing? I think autocorrect like Nuffield somehow. Don't know anyone who's doing a 50 series John Deere's at the moment. Of course they will, Nathan. We're referring to that as Project X, aren't we? So no one knows what it is. You know, you'll have to just pull your finger out and get it converted and get it up on Mod Hub or a mod site somewhere. Thanks, Aaron. Getting there now. This field is fully fertilised as we had the fodder radish on here, plus cultivated in the cotton. Yeah, too right, Nathan. There's always someone who'd be willing to make it public, even if you didn't want it to be. Yeah, we need some more trailers. What sort of cases are you talking about, Stephen? $895s, $995s, that sort of range? Because the three of us in here have a very, very nice 1255 and 1455 at the moment, don't we?
Yeah.
Which sounds very, very nice. Yeah, 5150 would be nice to see again. 5150 Pro. Okay, Dal. Hey GD, how are we doing? What's not fair, Stephen? I'm good, thanks. Managed to keep dry today, so a big plus. That 121455 I just mentioned isn't a private mod, if that's what you're getting at. No, it certainly ain't, Stephen. It's off Forbidden Mods. It's their one, plus a sound mod which is on there. Which I managed to con Milton into putting on before I could do it. All I said was, he said he'd do it. I said, not if I get there first, and he got it done before I could. So I now know how to get him motivated to do things quicker. Don't think I've got it installed on here, otherwise I could show you. Don't think I've installed it on this save game. I've got the bare minimum of mods on here. Let's have a look, see if I have got it on here. Can't remember if I said small or medium. I've not got it installed, Stephen. Two seconds and it will be. So I'll just get it installed on here, then you can see it. I just have to mute the desktop for a moment. Don't get too excited, Steve. You got excitable enough last night when I fixed your bail lifters for you. Right, it should be in here now. Somewhere. That looks like it. So we have this lovely tractor, which is standard with front weights, with front hydraulics, Trelleborg with default wheel 1, 2, 3 backwards, weights, forest wheels. They look quite good actually. Don't know why you call them forest wheels, but they look quite good. And back to type 1. Mitas ones. Type 1, 2, 3. Wheel weights. Back to type 1. And Michelin's in type 1, 2, 3. Wide tyres and weights. Even the narrow wheels look quite decent on that. As does the other type. What do you think you're going to turn into Captain Pugwash without? Try and scupper someone else's boat on the Broads. Broad type 1 and Broad type 2. Type 3. So a fair assortment of Michelin's on there. But we're going to leave it on to type 1 broad wheels to look at. Equipment type 1 etc. refers to the exhaust and air cleaner. different versions of that. We're going to go back to that one because I like the looks of it. So we've got GPS, loader attachers. Yes, GD. 1255 XL or one with the beacons. 1455 or one with beacons. But we'll leave it as that, and we'll release that just so everyone can have a look at it. I've got used colour or new red. We've got various rim colours in there as well. So and change it to the white ones if need, or beige. We can leave it there, and we'll release that and have a look at it. I might just have to turn the game sounds up for this though. I turned them down last night for doing something. And there it is. And it's got the sound mod done on it. So just wait till it changes note before you move it. Quite a nice sounding track to this one now. Everything you need to do this is off Forbidden Mods. No, this sound file doesn't come with it. That's one you'll have to put in yourself. I think if I turn around down the bottom of this hill, it might sound better going the other way. It has gearbox on it, it's not a mod. Hey SF10, how are we doing? I had a feeling you may appear, SG, and one or two others may like the sound of this thing. We might as well use it on the muck spreads if we've got at least one. Got that mug to get rid of, we might as well use this on it. So I've got all the hoses and everything on it as well. We want to buy a couple more fields anyway, so we'll put some milk on whatever ones we buy. I might have to turn the sound down again though, don't get deaf myself for this thing. Right, let's just finish spraying that field now. Give Stephen a chance to calm down a bit again. He's getting a bit overexcitable there with that tractor. Besides which, we need this one to load the muck spreader. And this field can actually have muck on it then, because it needs more fertiliser. We might as well buy the one across the road what's got the oats on it to finish this little block off we own in this corner. This one is 1255, 1455 pack on there. Are you going to be able to put the sounds in that one yourself, Stephen? So not the ones it comes with, obviously. You mean you like a version with all the sounds already in it, Stephen?
I will take care of that
Alright.
for him.
Okay. Save me uploading it to Google Drive.
Yeah, I need to have mine on a drive, so...
That was nice and simple because it's not a private mod because everything's already released for that. See, we know how much of a muddle you got in trying to do the textures, Stephen. How you ended up with my foliage folder out of my game. At least you know how to sort out a mod folder, what you couldn't get to repair now. After that one last night. It just takes a bit of practice, Stephen. It ain't difficult, it just needs practice to get them right. I see you've left us a present, SFTN.
Stephen.
It just takes a little bit of practice and getting used to. You'll get there in the end, Stephen. Took me long enough to get used to how to do it. I don't really need to think about it when you change the texture folders around. Yeah, I did notice that's quite a small one for your presents you usually leave us in there. I'm presuming that's a present needed for tomorrow night, is it?
Check the PM's box, Stephen.
In case you didn't hear what Milton just said, Stephen, you should have mail on Discord.
You got mail.
What sort of time are you talking this evening? Alright, we're going to buy this field. Yeah, that should be alright. I'll be finishing 9-ish. Around another hour or so. I think VF is going at 9 on Twitch from what I read. Guess he's changed his plans again. Looks like we've got hovering sheep down there again. They're tuned into the sun, receiving some sort of special message at the moment. Now they're hovering above the field. Be the last time those weeds grow. What just jumped the growth stage? This one had cotton in it last time for me. But on the other save game, I've got all the fields to the right have got cotton in at the moment. On the one for the Meadow Grove videos, that map is absolutely full of cotton. It's been incredibly hard to buy fields on there at the moment, because all the cheaper ones have got cotton in them.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Important stuff to sort out quickly.
Yeah. You ain't been bribing the kids with alcohol again, have you?
No. Beck's dad did yeah, lots of stuff I can't
Yeah.
really say.
Yeah, I
Bit
know.
later.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you said he was there. I should know you not bribe the kids with alcohol, we can't hear them. After last time.
Don't touch what's in since, are.
Right. So I guess this one could have muck spread on it, as can the one we sprayed before this one. So I'm thinking what we might do tomorrow night is a bit of cattle and crops again. Probably tomorrow night and Wednesday night, but we'll see. Did say we'd alternate between them during the week. I think I excelled myself at him today, Nathan. I only said 2 words to him and I got called something extremely rude this time. I've obviously improved my skills at insulting him. What he called me may have been accurate, and not the first time I've been called it, but that's beside the point. And no, we're not saying in chat what he called me. I get taken off the airwaves for that one. I'm sure everyone's got room for that case for how that sounds now. Let's see if this bucket gives the muck spreader a nervous twitch like it did the Keenan last night. I think we've got enough of this to do those 2 fields. They're not overly big fields. Hey Rabbit Man, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're not been washed away down there in Suffolk. You might get washed away into Essex, that'd be dreadful. I think I've got the cow breed mod in here. It's probably why they produced a bit more manure than normal. Oh, he'd have heard me say it, SG's in here.
I'm not from Essex.
You got a mouthful of food again, ain't you?
Shush.
Most probably.
You should know the only time you don't bite is when you got a mouthful of food. Yeah, I've been down there, Haverhill, or sort of between Haverhill and Halstead today. It's been a bit wet down there all day. I think you get a bit overexcited there again, Stephen. Now you give these Irish boys a nice soundtrack, they just get too excitable.
Yeah.
Rice might be more appropriate SG than silage this week with the weather forecast. Certainly had fun with the puddles today on my truck. That spreader must nearly be full now. Gotta be. Do. Yep, that's definitely one of them you stop and listen out for, Stephen. Ooh, send it this way, Dal. After I finish streaming. Yeah, send it up to SG, Dal. He can go and play with his metal lightning conductor rod out in it. See if he can charge his batteries up again. That's certainly true. There's a fair bit of thunder on here now with this thing.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, but you love thunderstorms, SG. I know you do. Ooh, is that so, Nathan? You won't know which monitor to look at now, SFTN. I've enough for a job with just 2. Let alone 4 of the things. Sure, I've seen a rolling spreader somewhere, but I just can't think where for the time being. Can't think where that was. In which case, I think you need a 5th monitor, SFTN, if you go crash more. So I knew we got one elsewhere, but I didn't know if that was a released one. So I knew you'd know where it was, SFTN. I have a fair idea where it was from. This tractor's certainly not so short of the power to pull this thing uphill. Hey William, how are we doing? Long time no see. I'm good, thanks. Hey Dan, how are you doing? Oh yeah, that's been good fun driving out in that today. Nice bit of fun with the wall track coming back from Essex today. In the puddles. Even better driving down there this morning. You never know, Stephen. It's a Ranger, Dan. Of course it'll hold it well. Now my second one. The first one's currently for sale with a well-known second-hand 4x4 dealer near Norwich. Mainly because he offered me more money than what the main dealer did for it as a trade-in. No, the first one was a limited, which wasn't really supposed to be changed yet. They made me an offer I couldn't turn down for a wall track a few weeks ago. Yeah, I just sold a 2017 Limited and bought one of the last of the 3.2s. Have you seen the price tag of the Raptor 1174? Starting price is 46 grand. The limit that I had was dark blue. Not the normal blue, but the other one they done. The wall track is black. Basically I had a choice, black or white. Yeah, right. Could not justify the price of a Raptor. And I didn't want one of the first of the new Rangers what are just coming into the country. I'd rather have the last of the old Rangers than the first of the new engines. I have a nasty suspicious nature when it comes to new things. I'd rather let someone else find all the faults with them before I get them. All I will say is the 3.2 wild track knocks the 2.2 limit to shame. You talking real life 6290 there, Stephen? So they weren't a bad tractor, those ones. Dan will know the guy. I mean, he said he used to love his Massies. Up that way. Are you 6290, Stephen? You're going to look at a real life one, are you? Presume you're not talking about trying to find a mod what wants converting across. And didn't that Massey sound nice when that's ploughing in the village? For those that aren't aware of this, Dan used to live in the village that I used to live in and work in. And he may not be aware of the fact, but we have actually spoken in the past as well when I used to live there. Yep. Probably be on one of the street fair days in the village pub. And it used to be a proper village pub, not a bit too posh. Oh, that's a lot of money for a 6290. A fairly old tractor now. Yeah, I know. I was actually in the pub last year. We held a course in there. It's a good job the walls of that pub can't talk, that's all I'm going to say. Some of the antics what went on in there. See, when you messaged me on Facebook, Dan, I could see who you were, but you couldn't see who I was because you were messaging the channels page. Sneaky like that. I don't get over that way very often now. I was over there the other week, but that was for other reasons. Yeah, I will do, Dan. Just keep them separate for a reason. I mean, I'm getting a bit fed up with the sort of messages I am getting on the channel's Facebook page. To do with some weird mobile phone deal going round. I think I've now blocked 5 people in the last week or 2. Okay, SFTM, will speak to you shortly. Thanks for stopping in tonight. I think even 35,000 is strong money for 6290. Have to be something pretty special to be worth that amount still. Want to be in mint condition, the sort of money you're talking about there. You get 64 series one for that sort of price. I know them 6290s do hold the value. I was having to play with my graphics card yesterday If you're still lurking in there without, I could not get my FPS anywhere near what that guy on Facebook said he was getting on the maps. It's unusual for 6480. Not usually bad tractors. For Massey. That's even more unusual. Don't know how many size of engines go and pop. That's what was in them from memory, isn't it? Well, they're the last of the Perkins sort of ones. Neither of which usually give much trouble. Not good then. They are a nice tractor. This thing is near as noisy on the inside as it is on the outside. I'll leave this in here for now. Got nowhere else to spread at the moment. Alright, so that field should be done with now as well. Yeah, field 4 will need another dose of fertiliser on it. That's all our fields, I believe, fully fertilised. So we've still got a decent amount of money, I believe. Yeah, we've still got 363,000 at the minute. So we'll shut that gate. That one's done with.
I'll
That'll
bet
be-
2 6.
Okay. We get that straw blower out of there now. Move this bucket out of the way once we just cleared that little heap up. Find where I left the bale spike. Where did I leave the bale spike? That's the pallet, folks. That is a very good question. There's the bale spike. Not that long ago since I took it off. Just before the stream. Getting old and forgetful. Gatepost there. Now you can keep that, Tom. Chicken and bacon pizza from IT. Definitely no sweet corn on that. Do I think I'm that old, Stephen? Dare I ask how old you think I am, Stephen? Shut it, Millen.
Come back just at the right time. Woo.
Yes.
Mushrooms should be fried with a steak, that's about it. Or with a breakfast. Oh, I like you, Stephen. Oh, that's even worse, 1174. Me and garlic do not get on with each other. Oh, definitely over 30. Okay, catch you later, Dan. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Benji. Not quite, Stephen. Yeah, I haven't seen you around for quite a while, Benji. How you doing? No. Okay, you can go out and I'll put it back in then. Those barrels do not want to stay in there. Seem to remember we had this problem last time trying to get square barrels in this thing. I said I'd change it for the other one. Didn't do it. I'm good, thanks. After last night, I'm pretty allergic to that Keenan at the moment on there. It does strange things. I think it's possessed by something. Not quite sure what's possessed the Keenan. Nope, not 81. Why do you think I'm not closing the back door 1174? We all know what happened last time. Which is why I said I'd change it and forgot to. Nope, I wasn't born in 81. That'd make me younger than I am. I was born in 80. $1980. Not quite 39 yet. Couple of months off yet. Right, we'll go get rid of this and get rid of the bigger one. Or get the bigger one, rather. So we're on square bales. This one's alright if we had round ones. Could have been, Tom. Nope. Sell that one and buy the Coon one. It's even made us money buying that. It's less money than what we sold the Anderson one for. In fact, that Anderson one is very expensive for what it is. How are we actually doing in the low stock now? It's pretty good for straw still. Yeah, no one's brought that one across yet, Tom. Yeah, there's a lot of very, very broken car mods and that sort of thing, Stephen. Didn't realise. What have you done to it, Stephen? How long you been gone for, Benji? That's the question. You've only been gone a few seconds in chat. There's nothing too exciting can happen in that time. Funny you should say that, Tom. That's all I'm going to say at the moment. Oh, that's definitely broken then, Stephen. Well, Nathan come out of the closet in the time you were gone, Benji. GD's still breaking things as always. So nothing much has changed there. If that don't get reaction, nothing will.
No. He's playing.
Yes, Nathan?
He's on ETS, probably.
Well, that went a bit easier than with the other one. That's true, SG got his wheel working after he remembered it should be plugged in. After asking me for nearly an hour what was wrong with it. He'd find you hadn't actually put the adapter in the wall plug. Did you, SG? Did you? Is that why you heard your name? You just talking about having to remember to plug things into wall sockets to get power. Yep, that car is most definitely broken, Stephen. I've just seen that picture. I suppose some more straw, but that'll do us in there for now. Really, I'll go down and clean the sheep up, I suppose. So I've been down the sheep yard for a little while. Another post there. Really have been hanging around GD too long crashing like this, or SFTM, one or the other of them, or both. Had to rub off sooner or later. Very true, Tom. Plenty of tread on these tyres. Well, not really the best idea using a set of row crops on a loader tractor. I'm using it as a loading tractor. Let's get these sheep cleaned up down here. So I'm actually getting in quite a mess. I do. Just appear out of nowhere, Benji. Just from watching you so much, GD, it just kind of rubs off. It's just because you haven't got a compose or anything to put in chat on here to get your own back. Don't know who made that, Stephen. Someone was asked about that in MJ's Discord over the weekend. I think it was MJ's. Let's tighten them up a bit. Ah, that's because they're little crashes, Tom. I haven't turned anything over recently. Not in Farm Sim anyway. We'll ignore the Tucano incident last week in cattle and crops. But you have to admit that's incredibly impressive what I've done with that thing. Get this back up the other yard. Enough wool there to worry about yet. Could be worse, GD. Both of us could crash as much as SFTN does. That would be saying something. Yes, made the change, Tom. Don't know if you were in here when I said I might go on there tomorrow night. Pick up where we left off last week. True, GD. We have to admit what I done to that Tucano on cattle and crops last week was quite impressive as well. When I hooked the header trailer on the back of it. I think that was a triple backflip with a somersault mixed in, wasn't it? Before it landed upside down. Nope, that won't be Maze tomorrow night because we're in the free play one now. On there. Can't remember where we got to last week on there without hopping on, but I think there's more drilling to do. Drilling, ploughing, cultivating. But for now on here, that's where I'm going to finish. I've got a couple of bits I just need to slip and do before I have to go elsewhere at 9 o'clock. So, as I say, I shall be back either on here or cattle and crops tomorrow night. We shall see. So I'll pop a link to today's video in chat. You'll wear that one out, Nathan. That's about the 4th time you used that so far. So for now, I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.